All right, guess we should go live. Talk about some sad stuff today. You know, some super sad stuff. Because the question is, are we shutting down? That's a big question. What do you guys think? Whoa. There was like a piece of fuzz flying in front of the camera. I could see it on the screen. What's going on, everybody? London in the house. By the way, really quickly, guys, if you are watching the replay, feel free to go ahead and flash forward to the actual content. We like to take about the first 5 to 10 minutes to say hello to everybody, let people hop in. So if you were watching the replay, feel free to go ahead and skip forward now if you don't feel like sitting here waiting. Sorry, let me pull some up right here real quick like.
Discover one of the
Jason, why are you saying nope? He thinks he knows the answer already, doesn't he? London in the house. Social on top, just so you know, I'll get to your question here in just a minute. We like to take the first little bit just to say hello to everybody before I dive deep into questions, because once you guys get me going, it's hard to get me to stop. So I like to take a few minutes in the beginning just to say hello to everybody. If you would, do me a favor and write, hello or your name or where you're from in the chat. That would be great. Also, if you feel so inclined, please hit that thumbs up button right below the video. That helps the performance of the video, so that way other people just like you who own an agency can get in here and have some fun with us. When is the live mentorship call? I've been a member for a while and have not been able to be on the calls. Jason, the first question I have to ask is, are you in the mentorship group on Facebook? Because that's where I post every single week about us going live in the mentorship program. So if you're not in the group, that's why you're not getting the notifications about us going live. But yeah, that's like, I think if you go in the mentorship course inside, like at serialentrepreneur.academy, and then go inside the course, there's a lesson in there that I believe it's the first lesson in there. It's like the intro video. It tells you how to get access to the group that I'm talking about. So make sure you're in the group. But they're every Wednesday at 3 p.m. EST. We're working on putting together another time. We have another program we're launching. That's why I haven't come up with a time for that yet, because that is based in, had ribs today. Made some more ribs at home if y'all haven't seen it. But anyways, so it's at 3 p.m. EST, and it's in that it's inside of the Facebook group. That's where I actually post the link. And then what we do is we host a Zoom call like this, which, that reminds me, let me invite you guys. If you feel like you want to join the Zoom call, here's the link to join. What I should start doing before I actually launch these videos is get the link for people to join and then post it in the description. So that way you guys don't even have to. You can just go straight to the description. But anyways, if you want to join the call on Zoom, all you have to do is download Zoom. You can hop in with us and jump on the call. And actually, the answer to your question, or the answer to the question in the title of the video, is yes, we are closing down. We are. Serial Entrepreneur is shutting down. We are. What? Why can I not? What's going on, guys? If you do me a favor, just make sure you mute your mic as you guys hop in. So that way we don't get any feedback. Why would you shut down Shutting Down Live or shutting down Serial Entrepreneur? We're shutting down Serial Entrepreneur. I'll talk about the details about that here in a minute. Because Corona, let me tell you, Corona's just all kinds of fun, guys. But why? Why am I shutting down? Hey, John, just do me a favor. Leave your mic muted unless you're actually... You're good. You're good. Just make sure to leave it muted unless you're talking so we don't get feedback. But yeah, guys, we are shutting down for a little bit because of Corona. Basically, what's happened is the governor in Georgia has finally done the stay-at-home or whatever. Basically, it's a lockdown. So that means that I won't be able to, like, I have a whole pile of stuff over here that I'm taking home. I'm going to try to operate like I do when when things are not, what's the word? Abnormal. But yes, we are shutting down for a little bit. We're not going to shut down access to any of the schools. If you guys want, you can still obviously get inside one of the programs. But we are going to be running a lot slower here over the next probably 3 to 4 weeks at least because of the fact that we are getting shut down in the state of Georgia. The only people who are allowed to be out are people that are getting groceries, medicine, or are essential employees. And by essential, after I saw some stuff last night, like if you work at Hobby Lobby, apparently you're an essential employee to the workforce because you sell school supplies. I was like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, dude. Like, school supplies is essential. Not to mention, school is shut down in Georgia. Like, they shut down school for the rest of the year. So it's like, what school supplies are you selling? And nobody's driving to Hobby Lobby to go buy school supplies right now. It's like almost the end of the year. Who's buying school supplies? Anyways, that crap was funny. But anyways, we're not completely shutting down. We are shutting down somewhat. There are some things that we are completely closing down. We're going to have to watch our content output, make sure we're not, because here's the thing, guys, everybody is being affected by this. It isn't just you guys, it's me too. Just so you guys are aware, we're all literally all going through this together, and I want you to understand this isn't just you guys. Like, it is just as much me too. I know you guys think, oh, Jordan, you're bullshitting us, you're sitting there. No, we've struggled with revenue these last 2 months too, and the reason why is because people are saving their money. Nobody wants to buy a program right now. Well, and I can't say nobody. There are definitely sales still happening. People are using this time to better themselves, which is great. But compared to what we usually make, sales have definitely dropped off. So, and even marketing on the agency side of things, clients aren't wanting to spend, people aren't wanting to sign up, and it's because of the fact that, again, they're just trying to make sure they can still have a business by the time all of this is done. And when it comes down to spending thousands of dollars on marketing, and no one's out there buying. For example, a chiropractic office in my area right now. What are they going to do? They can do online consultations, but you're a chiropractor. Like, you have to touch people. Like, that's part of your job, is to fix people, you know? So, and you have to think, like, these people are literally saying, like, I don't have $1,500 to spend because I'm not going to be able to sign up clients for the next who knows how long. So it's scary for everybody, guys, and I want you guys to understand it isn't just you guys. It's me, and I guarantee you it's every other entrepreneur you see out there. Ty Lopez, I bet, is getting hit hard by this. The good thing is for him, he's a lot more diversified with his portfolio than a lot of us are, right? So he's got some things that are probably helping even things out, but he's still taking hits on everything. And I would imagine that just about every other person that you could possibly think of that's an influencer or a trainer of some kind is taking a hit just as much as you guys are, as I am, as everybody is right now. So it's crazy, man. Just take the live to your garage. No, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've got a camera, a couple lights, tripods, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna still keep doing the lives for sure, because I know you guys love the lives, and I wouldn't want to stop doing that for y'all. But it's just the fact that, you know, I'm having to talk to employees and say, yo, we've got to cut pay. We can't keep paying you guys your full salaries. You know, I've seen companies too. This girl that I was dating, her company, like, started off paying her 80%. They had a meeting last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that. And I think they took it down to like 60% or something like that, or 65%, 63%. It's basically the same amount as unemployment, so that way they don't have to put them into unemployment. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, everybody's being affected. So we have to make we have to do the smart thing for our business and pull back a little bit so that way we don't, jeopardize a future that we might have. So we are doing a partial shutdown. We're not completely shutting down the company. No worries there. You guys are still going to be able to learn, but we are definitely pulling back a lot, and you guys will probably notice that a little bit over the next month or two. Somebody's asking, why not make a personal brand? I think making a personal brand is an amazing option for anybody out there. That's really why I'm still operating, and a lot of people are sitting at home trying to figure out what to do, is because I didn't only focus on the agency side. I built the personal brand along with it because I realized that was something that it was not recession proof. I don't want to say my business is recession proof, but it is definitely something that is not as drastically affected as people like somebody who has a brick and mortar location. That is what's really crazy. Those people, I don't know what they're doing. Restaurants, even I feel so bad. I feel so bad for people who recently opened up a new brick and mortar location, guys. Do y'all, I'm curious, do you guys know somebody, yes or no? And if yes, what kind of business did they start? But do you guys know somebody who recently in the last, let's say 6 months, started a business? If you guys know someone in the last months who started a business, put it in the chat for me. Just because I really feel bad for them, because again, there's nothing they can do. And they had this dream, this vision, just like all of us here have, to start a business. And now that dream is completely out of the window. So, it's insane to think about. And it's crazy to see how much, and what's, it just blows my mind too, because you see all of the data and all of the statistics starting to come out around other viruses and things like that. For example, H1N1 had 19,000 deaths by the time it was all over in the US, and we didn't have a shutdown. Whereas we're here with Corona, and we have, I think it's 3,800 deaths, and we're having a whole shutdown pretty much across the nation. And a lot of people are saying this is a political scam. I don't know. What do you guys think? Put it in the chat. Do you think this is a political thing? Or do you think this is really just legitimately the best way for us to go about this? Because H1N1 was killing, at this point, it's killed 4 or 5 times the amount of people, and we didn't have a shutdown. So what do you think the difference is between this? You think it's political? I think Kashif thinks it's political. He's over there wilding, man.
I might have a point. Can I make that, Jordan?
Yeah, sure. What do you think, John?
I think that there's a lot of the 5G. I don't know if you guys heard about the 5G.
Oh, 5G, cell phone data. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously it's Chinese contracted. So there's a lot of 5Gs now being built on, and obviously a lot of people such as we're focusing on surviving or trying to make it end. And there's a lot of things that are going on in the background. I think that because it's so busy, you don't get the chance to resonate or sort of get your word out there against that things is happening. So I do feel like compared to if you look at the Spanish flu and other sort of viruses, this is very, very tactically being positioned,
right,
that age group and all of that. So
right, and I see what you mean. Because that's the thing. There are so many political aspects to this, and it's not even just the U.S. I mean, this is a global pandemic, so we have to look at every aspect of this. And 5G, what's really fucked up, and I hate this, but the first time, have any of y'all ever seen the TV show House of Cards? Anybody ever seen that with Kevin Spacey? It really highlights to you what could be going on in the background in politics and how corrupt stuff could be and the reasons why people do things. Right? That's what really blows my mind. If you watch that show, it shows how much of a manipulator Kevin Spacey is in his role to get to where he wants to be in government as far as power and authority is concerned. And it's crazy to think that, that's not even the only, example of something like that. When you look back at 9/11 and the war on Iraq and all of that stuff and all the money that people stood to make there, that's really what, and people are concerned. They're like, okay, so this 5G thing is coming about at the same time. It's all happening over in China. There's a shit ton of money to be made. but there's probably going to be a lot of people trying to fight it. But if we throw enough media out there and enough problems out there to kind of cover it up, it makes it easier for us to get our point across or to get what we want done. So, and that's the thing. We as the general public don't know how to put a finger on it and say this is exactly it, because we're hearing 5,000 things from 50 different sources every single day. The story changes every single day. It's frustrating, and it's just like you have no clue what to do, how to prepare, but these people have probably taken time, who have set all this up or put it in motion, if it was set up, to prepare themselves, while everybody else runs around like crazy people and loses jobs, loses homes, breaks up families, just kills finances. It's really insane to see all this stuff happening. And what really sucks is not knowing what's causing it all, what the truth behind it, because we're told one thing about this whole bat and bird shit or whatever, getting people sick. That, that's one whole part of it, but that can be induced. Somebody could manipulate that. Somebody could control that, right? And so that being said, is it as simple as it's animals and cages and everything's outside and, it was complete coincidence? Or is it really something like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, what's it called? Oh, it's a Netflix documentary about Cambridge Analytica with Donald Trump, and they're talking about how he won the election. Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is he manipulated data, not manipulated data. He used data to the best of his ability to manipulate people's minds via his ad spend and his ad campaigns. And I can't blame him. The marketing team he used was freaking genius. Like, that was the smartest political campaign I've ever seen in my life, as far as what he did, how he spread his message, and how he turned the voters towards him. But it shows that people can actually manipulate anything now. And we can manipulate the masses due to things like social media. Like, here's the thing, guys. I could be faking this whole fucking thing. To be completely real with you guys, I could. Because that's what social media has allowed to happen now. There's all these people out there who think that, and it really came out, God, it used to drive me nuts. When social media really started and all these people started coming out about, dude, I remember there was this one video, oh my God, I'll never fucking forget this video because I died laughing for so long. These two guys went in to pitch social media marketing and didn't know the first clue about it, got shut down completely in the meeting. The owner was sitting there talking about social media better than they were. And then they actually posted it like, hey guys, watch us close this client. And the title was completely fake. They didn't close the client. I was like, wait a second. All these people sat here and watched this whole video because they thought you were going to close the client, and then come down, he shut you down and basically taught you, tore you a new asshole. Like, it was hilarious. I was like, wait a second. But people are watching this. The point is, people are watching this with the impression that, oh, I'm going to learn something. These people know something, right? So I'm sorry to start it, but the more I get into this, the more I really look at it, the more you can see how manipulative people are on the people who are frontward facing, the people who have the face that everybody watches. It's so easy to see people like that being manipulated, but also those types of people manipulating others. And what's crazier is to see how these people are just doing it so easily. Like, they have no code of ethics. They have no morals. They just kind of do what makes them happy selfishly. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Let me see some of your thoughts. Let me go through and read some of these thoughts you guys have had. I just saw an article that most businesses that the Shark Tank invested in might not survive this. That's interesting. Probably not, because they're startups. I wouldn't say the ones that have been, when they invested in them 5 to 10 years ago, they're established now. That's a little bit different. But anybody in the last year to 3 years, dude, those are new. You don't realize, most people want success, right? And so they see a guy who got success and they're like, well, he did it. He says you can do it in 90 days, so I'm going to have that kind of business in 90 days. I don't think people understand how difficult it is to build even a 7-figure business and sustain 7 figures, but not just make it to the 7-figure point, make it super profitable. Guys, fucking Uber wasn't profitable for the longest time. They weren't making any money. Yes, there was tons of money coming in, but there was shit tons going out at the same time. So the guys who own the actual company, They were really surviving off of their seed funding. That was it. That's what they were paying themselves off of, was other people's investment in their company. But as far as the company actually making money that they made that they could pay themselves, they didn't have any. But they're a multi-billion-dollar company. Like, that's what you got. Like, a lot of people don't see a business or building a business for what it really is, and it's crazy to see. But yeah, those businesses in the first 1 to 3 years who went through Shark Tank, they might not make it, especially if they're product based. Most of them aren't service based companies. They're mostly product based, like ideas, stuff like that. Those types of companies, shit, you have so much overhead, you have so much that goes into manufacturing, like, you won't make it if you don't have profit margins that are 3 times the amount of your expense. So it's just insane to see. But yeah, schools are shutting down in Oklahoma. We're at that point too, where all businesses have to shut down unless you are considered essential business. Yep, that's happening in Florida. It's happening in Georgia, Oklahoma. I'm pretty sure it's like almost nationwide now. Like, it's pretty much to the point where the whole United States is shut down. What about other countries? People from other countries in here, like the UK. John, you had an accent. Where are you from?
I'm from London, mate.
Okay, that's what I figured. I figured it was London. So what's going on in London? Are you guys shut down right now?
It's funny enough. I just finished. I just finished my PGCs, like for business teacher. I'm a business teacher. So mate, it's mad. So like, people are doing online. I know some schools, they're quite rigorous. So you might have the assistant principal, head teacher checking on teachers being online. So it's a bit mad. But obviously, I left it now. So, and I was just literally, I'm gonna go. I literally today, no joke. One of my clients, she's a dentistry, and they just said we can't spend anything on marketing. We don't have any money, so
Right.
they cut me off.
But are you guys shut down as far as, like, you can't go out unless you're going to grocery stores, stuff like that?
No, do you know? Funny enough, this is what people are complaining here in the UK. Is that Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, was quite relaxed with it. Like, he basically said you can go out for, like, there's no so much pressure of other countries, which is like, it's a bit crazy. Like, for example,
Yep.
you can go out to exercise and stuff like
Yep.
that.
The
I thought it was
governor
quiet, though.
the governor in Atlanta was getting the same flack because he didn't shut us down a lot sooner and quarantine us a lot sooner, because I mean, the mentality about it is correct. The sooner we shut down and get everybody to go inside their freaking homes and stop seeing other people, the sooner all of this will subside. But it's crazy to anybody else so we got the UK, they're still open. Anybody else from here in anywhere else in the world, Colombia is shut down. Anybody else from anywhere else in the world outside of the U.S., Colombia, UK? I know we got people in here from other places. A daycare 2 weeks before shutdowns started crazy. Has anybody seen any businesses shutting down yet? Already shutting down, like going out of business. Has anybody seen that? Can I be a rapper and build a digital marketing company at the same time? Fuck, why not? I mean, hell yeah, do it. You can probably rap in your videos about your agency for ads. Like, I'm just saying, oh my God, you'd be like Mike Hostello. Yo, y'all want to see something funny? Look up Mike, M-I-K-E, Hostello, H-O-S-T-I-L-L-O. Bro, this dude's from Savannah, used to make these lawyer commercials. Oh my God, so funny. But you could be like Mike Hostello, just a lot cooler. Don't be Mike Hostello. He's like a silly white guy trying to rap. It's hilarious. Let me see. Yes, my cousin took over a restaurant 2 months ago. He saved everything he got for his down payment. Carol, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I know your cousin probably doesn't know who the hell I am, but pass my condolences along to him. Can I turn him up? Yeah, I can definitely. Sorry, guys. It's hard for me to tell what the volume's like when other people are talking, because I have to have them talk basically from the speaker to the mic. 5G equals COVID-19? I don't think so. No, and I don't think they were saying it necessarily 100% is, but it kind of could make some sense, guys. What's up, Jordan? Just logged on, so not sure if you already answered this question. Is a digital marketing agency going to die out soon or get oversaturated? Nicholas, they will never die nor get oversaturated. I love this question, I really do. Because everybody thinks like, oh my God, there's so many people taking agency courses. I'm just going to sum it up with, because I always do talk about this very quickly. It's not going to shut down because of coronaviruses. That's just insane. Number two, it's not getting saturated. Because here's the thing, there's too many shitty agency owners out there. There's too many people out there who are like, oh yeah, I'm an agency owner. And they don't know the first thing about running an agency. Like, until you really take the time to learn and commit to the process and actually build an agency, have some clients, go through the scale, the decline, the incline again, you really aren't an agency owner. Like, you're just talking about being an agency owner. So there's a big difference between the amount of people taking agency-related courses and the people that come out the other end of that and actually tried, understood, studied, failed some, but then came out through the other side happy and content and building a successful business. Those are agency owners. Agency owners are not people taking training programs, guys. Those are just people in college. That's like the people who are going to college to be an attorney but fail the bar. Are they attorneys? No, they're not attorneys. They didn't pass the exam. So that's the thing. The exam for us is really, it's scarier for us than an attorney because we actually have to prove it. We have to go start a business, get customers, do it day in and day out, handle unhappy customers, build again, get more new customers, learn all the new stuff that's going on with digital marketing, deal with coronavirus over here trying to kick our ass. Like, there's so many things where it's scarier, honestly, for us than to be an attorney, if you want my honest opinion, because we actually put more on the line than they do. Honestly, I feel like entrepreneurs have more balls than just about any other type of business out there. Like, the only people I think that have more balls than us are like astronauts, underwater, underwater welders. Like, those guys are crazy. I would never do a job like that. That is just insane. I would love to go to space, but I'd never do it. They're crazy. They're doing something way more difficult than us. But you look at anybody else, and I'm talking just entrepreneur, not a specific industry, people who actually have the drive or the bravery, really, to go out and start a business. Those are different type of people. I mean, I think all of you guys would agree that you feel like, have any of y'all ever felt like you're a little bit different than all your friends? Like, just in a little bit of a way? Like, you have this different kind of drive, you have this different type, like, and for those, y'all will understand this because I've gone through this with I don't know how many women, and hopefully there's some girls in here who can say the same thing about some other kind of men, but like, have y'all ever been in a relationship and the girl just don't get it? She just don't get it. She doesn't see the drive. She doesn't understand why you do what you do. But then she wants you to pay for all the dates, and she wants you to pay for all the vacations and pay for the jewelry and all the stuff. It's like, where do you think this money comes from? Like, bro, I'm serious. I was just dating a girl, and this is like, I told her straight up, like, this shit was so funny. Like, she was like, yeah, I'm a princess. I was like, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, because here's the thing. Like, I don't care how good you look. You can be sexy all you want, but if you're dull up here, you think I'm just going to buy you everything. You think that I'm just going to take care of you. I'm going to treat you like this. And then you're going to basically just mooch off of everything that I have. I'm talking energy, emotion, financials, everything. And then do nothing in return. And you think that sex is a motivator? Please. You think you're the only one who put, like, that's the thing, guys. Like, that shit is just crazy. I don't even know how I got on this fucking conversation right now. But, yo, I'm so serious, though. Like, this is how it is. I don't know. Women, I'm sure y'all have the same type of stuff. Are there any ladies on the call right now that they have guys in their life who don't understand the entrepreneurial grind? Because that's really what it comes down to. Every failed relationship I have usually comes down to the fact that they weren't able to put up with my commitment to my company. But they wanted all these nice things to come along with it. I'm so confused by it. I'm almost kind of hurt by it because I don't understand. I don't understand how to move forward. I'm about to approach 30, and I'm not really worried about a wife right now. Like, yes, I do want to be married one day, but I'm not worried about it because I know that, like I'll be taken care of. I'm not worried about it, man. If I keep doing what I'm doing, I stay humble, stay successful, do my thing, I'll find a woman who cares about that and doesn't need my money. She cares about me. But it's just like, I don't know, man. I see a bunch of people in here. Amen. Bunch of people agreeing with this. A lot of y'all have probably had. Some guys have no clue. Carol's, we got a girl in here. That's what I'm talking about. See, Carol say she's probably been through it too. Because it doesn't matter who it is. It's just, yeah. Why are you still working? Why do you work all the time? Bro, it got to the point where I had this intern working at my office. And I was not attracted to her. It wasn't like, I just wasn't attracted to her. I was dating someone, wasn't attracted to her. And she goes, you have an intern at your office? I go, yeah. She goes, it's a girl? I was like, yeah. She goes, well, why didn't you tell me about this? And honestly, it just didn't even come to mind. Like, I'm so focused on so many other things. Me and this intern hardly have any interaction. And like, she's worried about the fact that this girl is here that I'm not even attracted to begin with. It's like, there are so many things that come out that entrepreneurs have to deal with, right? That people who are not like us will just never understand. Because our mentality is, we have a here's what I think a lot of us have in common. We all have at least a similar mentality in the fact that we want to be comfortable later on in life, financially. I'm not talking about like relationships, anything like that. I'm sure we all want that too, but like, we want to be comfortable financially. We usually all had parents who grew up in poor backgrounds. We didn't grow up with having money. I know I didn't, dude. Like, I know I have some things now, but I paid for all those things now. Yes, my parents were there. They supported me, but like, I paid for all my college. I still have 40 grand in college debt that I've been putting off paying because I'm trying to do all these other things, dude. Like, that's the thing. This is real shit. Like, this is what we go through. We as entrepreneurs put up with or deal with or try to, manage. And we're not great at everything. We can only do so much. But I don't know. These are just some of the things I've been thinking about. It's like, I know this is like all random. This isn't even SMMA stuff. But this is just stuff that goes through my mind as an entrepreneur that I feel like y'all can relate to. So I like talking to you guys about it because I like talking to people who can relate to the things I'm going through. We got Tina in here. Tina is saying, yep, guys are the same way. Go Braves. Hell yeah, Tina, I love you already. She was insecure. Oh, dude, insecurity was like the least of the worries there with that girl. Anyways, we're going to stop bashing her because she was a sweetheart. She was just not my sweetheart. So, hey guys, if you were enjoying this, by the way, just do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button or leave a comment somewhere in the chat box letting me know that you're loving this video. Again, that just helps the performance of this video, so that way other guys just like you or other ladies just like you can get information about starting an agency. So let's go ahead and kick off some agency questions. We've got about 30 minutes left. If you guys have any agency-related questions, I want to get to those too. So all I see on Facebook is the virus on my newsfeed. Can't remember the last time I saw a non-virus article. Tell me about it, dude. I get that. What would you say is the best way to keep up to date with new digital trends? Blog articles. 100% blog articles, guys. Like, you have no idea. I hate reading books, but I do it if it's the right kind of book and I have enough people suggest it to me. I will, I've definitely read books, but I prefer, at least with the digital marketing space, blog content. And just knowing who to trust is really the right, really the big deal. So look at companies like Moz, SEO, Search Engine Land, digitalmarketing.com. Who else? Neil Patel. If you know any other influencers like myself, if they write a blog, you want to learn from those people. Like, dude, I follow Billy Jean's content because I learn things from him on a regular basis. I follow Kevin David's content because I learn things from him. Just about any other big influencer or entrepreneur out there, they usually have some kind of blog or training content. Those are the people that you want to try and learn from on a regular and consistent basis. Outside of that, Facebook has Facebook Newsroom. One of the best resources on social media marketing and ads, what's going on in Facebook, because Facebook is a business platform. YouTube has its own version of Newsroom. Every platform out there that you guys are using, they have their own feeds for you to get new information about their platform. So make sure, and honestly, if you haven't taken the Facebook training course, you're missing out. That's something, it's free, by the way. If you didn't know, they have their own training course on using Business Manager, using Ads Manager, all of that. So if you haven't taken that, go over to Facebook, type in free Facebook course, or go to Facebook, business.facebook.com. I believe on the homepage they might have it, or just to add, no. I think you can find it actually at Business or Facebook Newsroom. Let me see real quick if I can help you guys. Because it is a good training. I took it a while back. They probably updated it with some new stuff too, so I might need to go back through it. Resources for business? Yes. Outside of that, where's the training? I know they have it. Newsroom, company info for investors, primary resources. Let me see if it's over on the business page itself. Learn, there we go. Online learning. Yep, they even have Blueprint certification. So type in Facebook Blueprint certification. That's what you'll type into Google if you want to find that program. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let me just make sure. Yep. Facebook Blueprint certification is the exam, but that'll take you to where you can get all of the resources to start doing their free online training program. Again, those are where I go to find resources because those are really the only ones that I will trust. But it's kind of up to you where you choose to go. Cash, did you have a question? I saw you getting all hype over there a minute ago. What's up?
Okay, so as you know, I just started your course, right? Awesome. It's awesome. Like, anyone in here, and you're like looking for a course, like, this is it. Like, I don't know him personally like that yet. I already told him I'm taking him out for a drink. But anyway, let me get to my question.
I'm glad you like it, though. I'm truly. I mean, it means a lot that you guys actually get something from it when you go through it instead of coming out of every other person's course and going, why did I spend $500 on that? But anyways, your question.
Tai Lopez's course, to me, it's like watching YouTube videos in order. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Anyway, to my question, I will start ranting if I go into that. What do you think is the main difference between landing pages and websites? I was thinking it's like websites are for mainly SEO, like if someone is searching you organically, and landing pages is just like for like direct sales. I haven't gotten to that part in your course yet, so yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good question. And a lot of people get confused with this because if you really look at them, it's the same damn thing. It's a website. I mean, really, a landing page is just a website. A website is just a URL that has shit on a page. Like, that's a website, right? So, really, they're both websites, but they have different functions, right? But you also have to take into consideration a website can have landing pages on it. Technically, by definition, a landing page is just somewhere where someone is supposed to land after clicking an ad or a link from somewhere else. That's essentially all a landing page is. That's why it's literally called a landing page, because that is where people land after they click. But the intention of a landing page typically is to get them to sign up for something. Doesn't necessarily mean buy, though a landing page could be a checkout page. It's all about how you actually, it's just like in the US when we say there and there, right? EIR versus ERE. Right, they sound the same, but they have a different meaning. Or even if you say, what's a word that has two different meanings? I can't think of it right now. I always try to use this example, and then I always forget. Like through, to go through something, or you're through with it, right? Has two different meanings, right? Something like, it's the same thing with a landing page. A landing page is technically where they're landing, or it's in a marketing term, it's considered that page that you put up for people to sign up for something, whether it be a webinar or a free download or even to purchase a product, something like that. So it's a good question, though. A lot of people, I remember when Ted first started working for me, he was like, yeah, I'm building a landing page. I was like, no, Ted, this is just a page on the website. Like, I want you to, because from a marketing perspective, I do want you to understand the difference. So a lot of people get that confused. It's a good question. How do I close an e-com client when I'm a newbie? So we'll keep this short because I've covered this a lot as well. It's the same whether it's an e-com client or whether it's any kind of client, guys. The biggest thing is you want to get some kind of experience. So either work for a friend for free, work for a family member for free, get some experience there, get them to write you a testimonial. You can create logos for businesses, give them to them for free in exchange for a testimonial. You can do, I don't know if they were a student or not. I think they were a student. But we had somebody reach out to me. They sent me a video with a bunch of my reviews from Facebook. All they did was screenshot all of the reviews on my Facebook page, which takes no time, and it's easy to make that video. Like, you don't even need to pay anything to make that. Add some background music to it, and then send it over to me. And I looked at it. It was decent. And all he asked for was a review on his Facebook page. That is the easiest way to get reviews. Like, he sent me a video, I watched it, I liked it, I went over to his Facebook page. This person did a great job with my video production. He made us a great review reel that we could use in ads. That was it. And now he can use that as a testimonial to take to his clients. So there's tons of ways to get, because that's really all you're looking for. You don't have to have, all right, so here's the exact campaign. I spent $1,500. We ran 15 Facebook ads for about approximately 3 months. And those campaigns netted, like, they're not looking for all that. They're looking for someone that can validate your expertise. That's it. Have someone that can say, he did it. He made us money. Or he did it. He made us look good. That's all you're really looking for. So When you're a client, when you're new, find ways that you can actually get people to leave your reviews cheaply or even for free. This is good. Mix it up a little. So I guess you guys like it when it isn't just SMMA all the time too. That's good to know. Are you changing your content strategy for clients in light of negatives of COVID, illness, deaths? So, Tina, as far as content strategy is concerned, we don't do a lot of content marketing for the clients that we service because they're usually just local based. So we're usually running more ad campaigns and working on local SEO than anything. So as far as that's concerned, no, we haven't really changed the content strategy. I would say that if you are working on a content strategy for clients right now, it's hard to say because here's the thing. People are sitting at home more, which means they're on their computers more, which means they're doing more searches. But the issue is, are they searching for their specific products or services that they offer? If they are, then sure, keep writing freaking content because by the time, everything comes back around to normal, they'll actually have articles that are ranking. So that makes sense. But if it's like topics that people aren't searching for right now, like, I don't know, here's a good example. If you have a client who owns a nail salon, have them create tutorials on how to do their nails. That's what people are going to be looking at right now. If you have someone that's like, I don't fucking know, a DUI attorney, because you can't even get a DUI right now. Nobody's out on the roads. Like, it's almost impossible to get a DUI right now. Nobody's looking into that. So I probably wouldn't create a bunch of DUI content. Does that make sense? Think about things that people would actually be searching for and think about the clients you have. If they have content that's relevant to people to things that people might be searching right now, then sure, create content. But if not, I would probably say, hey, we need to get rid of the budget. John, what's up?
So yeah, just before, sorry, because it's like 1 o'clock here in the UK, before I go to bed. So my question was, so LinkedIn, what do you think about LinkedIn outreach? And I was looking at this automation. Obviously, I know automation are not the best one, but I've really, the DocSum or something like that.
DocSoup.
Yeah, DocSoup. Yeah. So what's your intake? Obviously, I'm looking to do that automation thing, but obviously, I'm looking to do a follow-up, personalized follow-up. What's your thought? What's the best outreach method?
It works. Here's the thing. Never use the word best. There is no best. There's something that works for some people. There's some things that don't work for some people. All right? So immediately get rid of that mentality because that's the one thing I try to get people to break as soon as possible. There is no best. All right? So understand that first. But yes, LinkedIn is super effective for a lot of people. My buddy Rob Quinn, have you heard of Rob Quinn? All right. Watch his trainings if you haven't joined his private groups because that's like literally all he teaches. But LinkedIn automation works as long as you understand how it's supposed to work. If you're expecting complete automation to the point of where, hey, we have a meeting to pitch a proposal, then you're completely out of your league and you're not doing it the right way. But if you do it like you said, where you have the automation up front to at least get the intro going, and then you jump in and manually take over the conversation to lead it to an appointment, then to a sale, it's super effective. Again, it's about knowing how to talk to people. What I recommend, John, if you aren't in my mentorship program, you should join it like now because I'm literally going over this next week in my mentorship program. Like we went over the training last week or this week, like yesterday. I went over Facebook automation and how to use Facebook to get clients. Everybody loved the lesson. So next week I'm doing LinkedIn automation and it's only $10 a month. So if you're interested and you want to really see how we do it, check it out because I promise you I'll teach you a few things and I'll even save you a lot of time on using some software and the messaging that you should be using because that's what we're going to talk about.
And the link is in a Facebook group, I think you said, in a Facebook group, isn't it? Or...
for the mentorship program?
Yeah.
If you go in the description of this video, you'll see a link for Map Mentorship. So if you close out of the chat on the video on YouTube, not in Zoom, but if you go on YouTube, go in the description and look there, you'll see the link for the mentorship program. But I strongly suggest, like, even if you just pay for that $10 just for that one lesson, I swear it'll be worth it to you because it's a great method to land clients. So if any of you are interested, by the way, the cool thing is, number one, if you join now, you're going to get access to our Facebook training that we just did, like on Wednesday, because we upload them every single week. So you can go back and actually watch that training for Facebook. Second thing is, you'll get LinkedIn next week. So I definitely recommend you guys getting in that mentorship group. It's only $10 a month. Facebook Blueprint is great. So is Boost with Facebook Group. So I guess there's one for Facebook groups. Didn't know that. What are the best-selling niches right now? There are none. Like, I really want to be like positive and optimistic for you guys. Guys, there is no best-selling niche right now. The only things that I could really think of, and they're not even like, this is not a good niche because they're so busy. They don't need your marketing right now. Is like the medical industry. Everybody's going to the doctor right now, but they don't need your money or your marketing because they can't handle the amount of business they got right now. So that's the thing. Like, there really is no big industry. Like, you could, if you look at what's doing well, those would be the industries that you really want to work in. But that's the thing. Those are the people who are doing the best right now because of the fact that they don't need the business. Although I would say, like, I talked to my dad earlier. My dad's in the roofing industry. So he's considered essential for some reason. I don't know why. I guess if your roof caves in, yeah, that would be definitely something I would want to get fixed in my house. But he's considered essential. Roofing is probably not having a flood to the market. Grocery stores, they're being flooded. Doctors' offices, medical practices being flooded, right? So they don't need your help because they're already getting as much as they can handle. But that's the thing, man. There are no good niches right now. Where do we get notifications for the mentorship program if we're already a member? Lloyd, are you in the private group on Facebook? No, that's where you need to. I believe if you're in, let me know, Lloyd, like either reach out to me like on Facebook or leave a comment on this. Actually, that'll be better. After this video goes up, like in the replay is posted, if you go and log into the mentorship program at serialentrepreneur.academy and the first video doesn't say something about the link to the mentorship program, or if on the very first page there's not something about the link to that, let me know, because I want to make it easy for you guys. And we usually try to put the mentorship program, at least how to get access to it, is usually in the very first video of any of the training programs we give, because that's one of the most important assets in that program. But hold on one sec. I just got to make sure I remember the exact name of it. All right, so if you can, go look up, because we have somebody who actually goes through and makes sure everybody who is requesting paid. But if you go to the search bar on Facebook and type in Serial Entrepreneur Monthly Mentorship Program, that should pull it up. What's up? I can't hear you. Hold on. What'd you say?
I'm going to have to re-download Facebook. I just deleted it today because it was sucking up too much of my time. Just find them.
All right, so here's what you do. Yeah. You create a dummy account with the same name. Use your name and your picture, but don't add nobody to it. Just use it for business.
That's it. Man, that's a great idea, actually.
It'll keep you off, dude, because that's the thing. Everybody gets bogged down in this stuff. Like, trust me, I've been sitting at work just like this in this chair, needing to do shit, but just like trying not to do anything, dude. Trust me, I get it. We've all been there, man. Everybody has. But yeah, go on Facebook, and then again, it's just Serial Entrepreneur Monthly Mentorship Program, I believe is what it. Let me make sure again. Yeah, Monthly Mentorship Program. What is? Oh yeah. And if you're not in the private group, or if you're not in DMS 2.0, I strongly suggest you get in there. I had a student who generated 1,500 new leads in like 2 days for her agency. 1,500 qualified leads that see her as the authority because she did an online training with them. Cash, if you're in the private group, right? Yeah. For the digital marketing school? You better be. You bought the damn program. Go look it up. It's just Digital Marketing School private group on Facebook. You can get in that way. But when you go there, check out the most recent post by Kayla Haley. She's seriously one of my all-star students. Like, if you ever want to talk to somebody who's been through it and who is now just killing it, Kayla's someone to talk to. But she ran this like webinar training, and I think she told me last night she generated like 1,500 leads from it. 1.3K attendees. It cost her $1.5 thousand, so $1,500. Basically, it was $1 a lead, a little bit more. But now she has 1.3 thousand people that attended a webinar that she got to train on digital marketing that are now qualified leads that she will easily make way more than $1,500 over the next couple of months. So that was a really cool idea, and she talks about it in here. So I definitely, any of you guys who want to learn more, if you're in the private group for DMS 2.0, send Kayla a message and ask her to talk to you about what she did. She is more than happy to talk to you guys about it, I promise. RD just joined the mentorship program. Do you recommend only starting with a service you can fulfill yourself or outsourcing services? I recommend doing what you feel most comfortable with, to be honest with you. My personal approach and what I tell people to do is to offer everything, but don't offer everything until you understand how to offer everything and how they all work together. So that means if you're not comfortable doing that, but you feel like you can build websites decently, then just do that. That is a great way. Just because I teach one way doesn't make it the right way, right? Again, there is no best. There is no one way to do anything. There's several ways to do this. There are literally, I could probably come up with 25 different ways you could start an agency and build it successfully. My way is just the way that works for me, and it's effective, and I know that because of trial and error. I've done it. And I've seen now thousands of students go through my training program, me teach them how to do it, and hundreds of them come out on the other end making thousands and thousands of dollars for their own business. So I know it works. Can you say hi to my friend? His username is IceWallowCome. Wow. Thanks. I'm sure you'll pull through. Joe, I can't believe you just got me to say that. It's literally ice, space, wallow, space. Yeah, you guys got it. Oh, Joe. Joe, I can't lie, man. I fucking hate you. I've never said I hated someone in my life before, but you're the first person I hate. Just so you know. Your video with Rob Quinn, very informative. Jason, thank you. I want to start a digital marketing company. Should I focus on building websites, SEO, PPC, or social media ads, or everything in one? Joint. All of them, man. If you want my opinion, what I did, all of them. Because businesses prefer to have a one-stop shop. They like going to a place where they can say, hey, I get all of it done in one area. I don't have to call 55 different agencies and them all work together. That's the other downside is let's just say you choose websites, you're going to have 4 other agencies trying to call you to get access to the website and do all these other things because they need access to it too. If you do everything yourself, you just talk to your team and you talk to yourself, which is a little strange, but you know what I mean. One sec, Cash. Let me check in over here and make sure I get through these, and I got you. Let me see. Getting your course when I get the stimulus check. Okay, see, you better make sure your bills are paid first. Like, seriously, I don't want anybody, like, I truly love the fact that you guys want to buy my program. That is not the problem here. You know that I have no problem with that. But that shit is funny as hell. Like, yo, I'm about to spend my government check. Like, do you recommend only? Okay, I already got that one. You are undercharging for the content of the mentorship, but don't raise the price. I'm thinking about getting your DMS 2.0 with this $1,200 from the government. That's 2 people saying they're using that government cheese to pay for that education. Yo, I get it, man. They've been taken from you your whole life. You might as well, use it. Spend it on you. Treat yourself. Any of y'all ever seen Parks and Rec with Aziz Ansari? Treat yourself. What? All right, nobody in this, bro, what? Yo, y'all want a funny show? Parks and Rec. Parks, like a park, and rec, like recreation. Bro, I'm telling you. Aziz Ansari and what's her name? Fucking Donna. Donna's the shit. But yo, all you got to do, even if you don't want to watch the rest of the shit in there, just watch the episode called, I don't know if it's called Treat Yourself, but look up the one where Aziz Ansari and Donna do the Treat Yourself episode. That shit is hilarious. They just go out and they like leave work. They just straight up leave work. Boss is like, where are you going? They're like, oh, it's May 22nd. Treat yourself. And they just leave. And they're like, what? Boss is it's kind of like The Office, like that style of comedy. So if you guys like The Office or anything like that, you'll probably like it. I agree. There is no best. Just was curious on your insight. Oh, Jack, I'm sorry. I didn't even see. I wasn't even talking to you when I said that stuff about the best stuff, just so you know. Lee said it's funny. Lee, it is funny, man. Always Sunny in Philadelphia is, of course. Always Sunny, dude. Charlie Day. Charlie Day is the boy. Dude, in Horrible Bosses, when there's like that whole rack of peanuts and he's just taking all the peanuts off of it. I can't pass up on savings like this. Like, dude, I died. Charlie Day's the man, dude. I love that guy. Anyways, okay, where are we at with time? 8:14. I started a little early. I got a friend's birthday party I'm going to before they shut us down. Like, literally, they shut us down tomorrow. I can't go nowhere after tomorrow. My buddy hit me up. He's like, hey, it's my birthday. I was like, I'm coming. I don't know where it's at or what you're doing. I don't care if we're going skydiving. I'm coming. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate everybody stopping by, and I appreciate everybody's input because I think we had a cool conversation today. It wasn't as much SMMA as I thought it was going to be. But we talked about some real shit. We talked about some real entrepreneur stuff. And I always love talking about that with, again, people who are like-minded, people who are going through the same type of thing that I'm going through. So thank you guys for letting me put some of my personal stuff out there. Thanks for, you know what, Joe, don't ever come back. You can just never come back. I'm sorry, I'm still a little salty at you. You can just go. I don't ever want you back on my live again because of what you made me say. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I hope you all have a great, great rest of your week. I'm sorry that everything is happening the way it's happening right now, but just try to hunker down, save your money. Don't do stupid shit with your money. Do it, smartly. Just please take care of yourself, take care of your businesses, and keep trying, man. Just because coronavirus is going on does not mean that business is dead. If business was dead, the world would be in anarchy right now. All right, so business isn't dead. There are still people out there working. You just have to be a little bit more creative and search in a little bit different of an area than you're probably used to. But that's it for now, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Make sure to check all of the links below in the description because there's some useful stuff down there. All you have to do is get out of the little chat box, or if you're not going to get to it before I stop this video, make sure to come back when the replay comes up and you can check out all of our links down there. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I hope you all have a great one, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Until then, Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys.